Welcome to this look at a new mod map on Farming Simulator 22 with me, MrSealyp. I'm here on Simple Midwest. This is a new mod map out by Tash, 187.58 megabytes to download. It's a very nice one. I like this one a lot because it's got a lot of modularity thought into it for people being able to customise and change and alter it to suit themselves. A lot of maps do that, but this one's got some nice features that go with it. Well, it's interesting. There are no required mods. However, if you go onto the mod hub or the Farming Simulator website and look through the mod hub on there, it does say required mods Old Wooden Barn by ikas. It didn't automatically download it, and when I put the map on, it didn't request that I selected it. So I'm not sure about that one. I haven't come across it unless it's automatically on the map, so not technically required. I know it sounds a bit complicated, but anyway, we will start off talking about slot count. We might as well, because it affects everything that we're looking at here. It's 1,223 on New Farmer. Farm Management Start from Scratch, it comes down to 992. On Farm Management Start from Scratch, you don't start with any of the vehicles or machinery, and you don't start with any of the buildings you see around you. This farm will look like this. There are two other smaller farms on the map we're going to get to later on, so I'm going to put some money in because I need to buy the plots of land to show you those. As far as the vehicles and machinery, we're going to see as we go around, but these are our owned items. We do start with 3 tractors at the start. John Deere, New Holland and Valtra Valmet. We do have a harvester with a header trailer. We do have a trailer, plough, cultivator, seeder and a weight as well. So we've got a few bits of equipment. Not massive amounts of equipment, but enough to sort of get you going. If we go into our map, this is what it looks like. So on New Farmer, we do start with the big field there, 19, and the main farm and this plot to the side. Field prices are probably, I say, what you would kind of expect for the size fields they are. What is interesting and what I do kind of quite like, I mean, this one here is plot 1 has got this secondary farm on. So that's quite expensive because you get a farm, 885,000. But look at these plots, 295, 351. And if you look at this, say this section here, if you look at them in squares really, this one does come out a bit further to the edges. I totally get that. But if you look at that one, 212, 530, 316, 264. Combine those prices, that's not too bad. That one, it is a much bigger prospect. It hasn't got the river running down the middle of it, that kind of thing. 3,072,000. So you can build your way up to some rather big plots of land. But what I said about this being kind of modular, all these plots around the outside are available to purchase. So if you want to add on more production chains, sell points, factories, you know, all that kind of thing, you've got space to do it. Plus, where you've got all of your production chains and buildings, you can buy, when you buy the production chain, you get the land. I'll show you that later on. And all those production chains can be sold, and that's not just you sell the production chain and the building stays there, the building will go. So if you don't want the productions that are on the map already, you can remove them and then put your own on, which I like. That's a nice feature. Plus, we've got, you see all the numbers as we go around the map you usually get for your plots. We click on our buy, and you'll see there, up on the road there, it says 55. So zoom in a little bit, click on that. You can buy sections of road, which means if you're landscaping and you want to change, you know, whatever it might be grass texture, gravel texture, you might want to put a new gravel road in. You often get up to the roads on maps and you get a gap because you can't texture or landscape up to the road. So what they've done here is they've made sure you can purchase the roads separately. It doesn't cost anything either. So you can buy those all up. And it allows you, once you purchase the land, to landscape right up to them if you want to put in tracks, production chains, those kind of things, and add that immersion by landscaping it all. I like that. It's a very cool feature. It does also say that in the winter, if you've got snow on, you get snow on the gravel roads, which means you've got more opportunity for using the snow blowing equipment, snow ploughs, those kind of things. So you want to add a bit of immersion to your story, you absolutely can. There are no custom crops that I'm aware of. I have had a look, haven't found any. Did I say contracts are available? They are available. Main farmhouse is here. We do have a garage here. We'll talk about what's been put in by the map maker in a moment. There is a curiosity with that, which I will explain. As we come in, we have got our sleep trigger and we've got our wardrobe trigger. None of the other doors open in here, but we come inside the building to access them. A lot of maps and a lot of farmhouses you don't get that, so that's nice to have that. If we come out of here, I will close the front door. And you've got these gravel roads that run crisscross the map, so we kind of cross one of those to get into our barn and building area. So we talked about the vehicles and machinery already, but you'll see them all now as we go in. Let's get the lights on. So corn header there and harvester. With our seeder trailer, regular header and header trailer there. Workshop trigger just in the corner there. We'll talk about build mode because these are all fairly standard. If we go into build mode, under sheds, if we scroll across, out on the end there you've got large shelter, simple Midwest mod. If we go to silos, this is where, like I say, it's a curiosity. So we've got that one there, the multi-silo by Stevie. 16 million litres. So you can place that. Now, what I often find when map makers put in mods themselves that have been made by someone else or a friend, or they've done themselves and they put them in, they'll be on the map. Curiously, the 3 farms that are on the map, you don't start with one of those, which I thought was weird. I just thought if you've made it, put it on, get it out there. We do have a hayloft by Tash, which is on here. 2.5 million litre hayloft. That is sat right there. But the silo we start with at the main farm is an NL 1622 6000. That's a 6 million litre, and that's a standard in-game one, which is one of those right there. You can sell it, you can put in one of the other ones. I guess that's done because, I suppose, yeah, I'm thinking about it now, I'm thinking, if you want to play it more realistically and you don't want to use multi-fruit silos, you want to do it more, you know, as it would be in real life, that's a standard silo. So that will take your standard crop types. But I suppose having that one in the mods hub, in the store, put in by the map maker, does give you the option to remove that and put in a multi-fruit one if you want. So again, I suppose it adds to that. They are giving you a lot more option to choose what you want to do. It's a nice feature. Cultivation plough over there, weights over there, and then we've got our tractors in the building just here. I'll grab the New Holland. We don't often get New Hollands as start tractors, so let's grab one. You tend to get a fair bit of class. You get John Deere's quite a lot. You tend to get the vouchers and stuff like that, but yeah, get them John Deere off the start. Very nice. Right, let's head off around the map and see what it's all about. There is a water point just over there. There's a little pond, I suppose lake. But again, with water points, it's great when they're on the map and it makes life a lot easier. But there are plenty in the mod hub, so if you want to place a tap or something else, or you want multiple water points around the map, you've got the ability to do that. If you want, I'm having a look at my notes now, just to make sure I haven't missed anything off the start. Don't think so. We shall continue. So we can go south and then west. We can go then north and we'll head around, sort of do a loop round. You'll see on the map, as I always do on a map tour, I'll show you where we are, where we've been, what kind of feeling we have for the map, yeah, that kind of thing. So this is my first map tour back, having been at Lammer, and it's that thing is you often get. I always find whenever if I go away for a couple of days, if I'm doing something work related, FarmCon, Lammer, you know, those kind of things, you can almost guarantee that you might get a bit of a glut. You might not have any mods for a while, and you can guarantee as soon as you go away, loads will drop. So the day I travelled up to Lammer, they dropped a load of mods and 2 maps. The day I travelled home from Lammer, more mods, 2 more maps. So I've got 4 map tours to do. So this is the first of 4. Farmers Market just here. Whether I'll get them all done today or not, I might get 2, maybe 3. I've got some Lammer footage to edit together as well. So yeah, bear with me. I will get it all up as quickly as I can. So restaurant to the side there. Fast food restaurant to the side there. Over the back we've got a workshop. We've got the tailors just there. If we turn the corner and come a little bit further up, we've got a bakery. Now, these are all standard, they're not modded or anything like that. Oh, I came out of the thing and didn't show you anything. No, I didn't. Bakery, supermarket, pizzeria, red marble bowl, and this, I love this little gas station. As I'm driving past, and I sort of kind of did my whiz round like I normally do to familiarise myself with the map, and I drove past that and thought, that's the fact the map's called Simple Midwest. That's got that real old kind of, I don't know, a simpler time kind of look. So I really like the look of that. That could end up being the thumbnail, I think. You'll already know that. I don't at the moment. I haven't decided yet. Oh yeah, build mode. I was going to go back to that, wasn't I? Because I got sidetracked talking about the sheds and stuff like that. So sheds are on there. Silos we talked about. They were on there. There was nothing under silo extensions, containers, tools, but under farmhouses we do have the Simple Midwest mod. And that was it. If you go through the production, sell points, animals, all the rest of it, it's all fairly standard. Into decoration and landscaping, same thing, nothing added in there. So it is just the sheds, silos and the farmhouse that have been put in by the map maker. So I said all these plots up the side are purchasable. So for adding more things in, absolutely go for it. We've got coming up on the left the vehicle shop with workshop trigger. This is the reset point on the map as well. All very open, the entire map is. It's sweeping, I think, more than undulating. Big open fields, plenty of space for that big machinery. If that's your thing, you're going to absolutely love it. Lime station on the left. Debris crusher just past that. Biomass heating plant, sell point is just there. Small gas station to the side there. Oil mill. Oh, that's that thing I was going to check. I normally make a note of, and I forgot to have a look. Let's go to there. No, it doesn't mention collectibles, but it doesn't hurt to have a look. There has been the odd occasion where it hasn't had it in the description, but there have been some, so it doesn't hurt to just double check. Now, another workshop. Right, so we've got one at the store, workshop there, workshop down in the town. I'm starting to think a lot of people around here must run John Deere's because there's a lot of workshops. They obviously need them for all the... I'm joking. If you're a John Deere fan, it was a joke. People are very, very passionate about their manufacturers and the ones they like. Spinnery just there. And now we're going to head in. So the first of the buyable farms is just up to the left there. And when you purchase this plot of land, you do get the little bit of roadway that comes with it as well. So this will be plot 1, I think it is. We'll double check. I need to put some money in because I haven't got enough to buy it. What I do like as well with this, again, it's that thing, being English, British, you know, and the way you watch television programmes over the years, and you've got that, you know, I could list so many, hundreds and hundreds of films where you've got these big open country gravel roads, and then you'll just in the middle of nowhere have a little, you'll have the post box, the mailbox at the end of the drive, and then you get that kind of look, and then you have this long drive all the way down to the farm. I love that. So yeah, little mailbox just here. It's just one of those little touches, it, you know, just made me smile. Anyway, now there are no animal pens on the map to start off with, so animal pens you'd have to put on the 2 extra farms you can purchase. They're very basic farms. You've got sleep trigger on one, you've got a sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger on the other, you've got a shed, you've got a silo. That's it. But then again, it gives you then the scope. You can either get rid of those and put your own in. It's not forcing you to have animal pens, but you can put them in if you want to. So you do have some choices. So bear with me a second so I can put some money in. We have come from the main farm just here. As I said, when I drove out, you could just see the sort of blue disc icon. There's a little lake there and sort of river that runs out, and there's your water point there. We came down there and we headed west. Took in the sell points and a couple of production chains in the town there. Like I said, workshop trigger there, and as we worked our way up, past the vehicle shop, up then past the lime station, debris crusher, biomass heating plant and the oil mill, and then we came up past the vehicle workshop again there, and spinnery. We've come in now and we are here. So as I said, plot 1, 885,792. We'll purchase that, we'll get that, the big field and the little bit of road that comes down. Again, giving that option to landscape around as you wish. Bear with me while I purchase the land. I mean, to be fair, I didn't necessarily need to purchase the land. Often, if you don't own the land yet, it won't give you access to barns and stuff. It won't let you open doors and things like that. So it didn't hurt to do it. We've got a Farmer 400,000 litre silo, standard crop type, again, not multi or anything like that, standard. We've got our sleep trigger just up here on the back deck porch area, and we've got a small shed here, double doored. Actually, let me just have a look at that. What's that say if you go to demolish it? Old wooden barn. Yeah, see, I'm thinking that might be it, because it does say required mods old wooden barn by ikas. That does say old wooden barn. I'm thinking that's not one I've really sort of come across. So I'm assuming that is by ikas, but that's just been put into the base version of the map, so it isn't technically required. There you go. So you get the barn here as well. We're going to head back out to the main road. So from here, I'll go back down there, back out and along. We'll go up and across the top, taking on the sell points and production chains across there. I'll see you back out the main road. Oh, I know what I should have done. I'm going back to the vehicle store. I'm going to grab a pickup because it'll be a little bit quicker getting around to the pickup than it will in the New Holland. I'll see you in a moment. Right, back on the main road. Grain mill on the left-hand side. All the production chains, as I said, because they're not modded. They're all standard base game models. But when I get round a little bit further, I will show you what I was talking about. I know I've been past plenty of productions, but there's a string of them in one row on the eastern side of the map, and I'll show you what I was talking about there. Second farmers market. This is Johnson's farmers market, just up the top here, in the northwest. Now we're heading east across the top of the map, coming towards the animal dealer. But we do have, I think we've got a methane, yeah, biomethane purchase point, electric point, electricity, words, and a gas station just here. We've got the animal dealer sell point, which is just there, and then we've got the animal dealer just there. Continuing on. So the next one, I really like this. I'm gonna make an assumption based upon what it's called. So crossing the river here. Now you have to be careful because across the map, I mean, again, there are plenty of bridge mods and things like that. It's very deep. So if you're not paying attention, or you've got, you know, the AI workers, you know they are, set a worker off, you could end up with something in the river. But this building here is a sell point, and what's cool about this is the livestock forage disaster program. So my assumption from that is, in the event of natural disasters and stuff in areas, there's always that thing about, you know, people and, you know, rebuilding and helping people. But I suppose there is that situation where if crops get wiped out, if things get destroyed and damaged, and you're running livestock, and my assumption is this is somewhere like a centre where people can bring various different crop types, things that animals need, like silage and total mixed ration, and you know, it's those kind of things that this sell point takes, so that when people are in need, in a situation where their animals might need stuff and you don't have it to give them, you can come here and they'll help you out. I like that. Very cool. I'd say last few days being at Lama and doing the community meetup that we did, and just the fact that we got to interact with real farmers, a lot of farming simulator content creators, map makers, modders, fans, subscribers. It's been very uplifting, and the answers a percentage today, the last 4 or 5 days I've been up 100, easily up at 100. I've been very buoyed by the generosity of spirit, of kindness, of professionalism, of friendship, it's been very heartwarming. I think it's a strange one. I'm still trying to process everything that's been happening, and it's been absolutely incredible. So that thing there, as I was saying, you know, it's just that sort of disaster relief sort of thing. I never thought about animals in that situation, but I suppose yes, it's a thing. Anyway, so we came from there and we come up around the top. We come down here and we're at this one here. So plot 7. 316,704. If we buy that, do that and that. We get a sleep trigger and wardrobe trigger just here. This is a 3608 bin. That will require augers and things for putting in and taking out. That's 980,000 litres again. Standard crop type. Standard bin and a shed. And again, all can be removed, so, you know, once you own the land, do what you like with it. From here, continuing east. So yeah, the main roads shouldn't get snow on them, but the gravel roads do. And here we have our cluster of sell points. We've got sugar production, we've got a grape processing unit, we've got cereal factory, another workshop, and then we've got a dairy just there. All on this section. I'll show you on the map. Actually, I'll turn around that way because we'll be heading that way in just a moment. So, now we're at this point here, and if you click on that, you'll see that we can purchase all of these. If I click on that, you can't. It doesn't give you the option to. However, they are separate plots, and as I said, once you purchase one, doesn't matter which one we purchase, let's go around the back. Do that. Materials missing, but we do own it. If we go back to the map, and now we click on it, you'll see that by purchasing the production chain, we purchase the plot of land. But then what that does give you the ability to do, if you want to, I can now click on that, and I can demolish it. Yes, I've lost half my money, but if you're doing it off the start when you're preparing a Let's Play, you might be preparing multiplayer, because you know you might decide you want to do this as a multiplayer map, and think actually we'd rather have some more custom stuff on. If you're the person that's been tasked with setting the map up, it does give you the option to remove them all, so this entire area then becomes a big large placeables area, and then you can put on whatever you want, or you might leave it blank and you might leave it for somebody to build that up over the course of a Let's Play, make it into sort of an industrial area, or you know, whatever it might be. But I like that as an option, so you can just run with the map as it is if you want to. But yeah, very modular, very cool. Continuing south, lime station on the left hand side just there. It's a little bit of a drive, but we're coming down to the biogas plant. Biogas plant is quite expensive. It's 1 million, was it 1,108,000 or 1,180,000? Something like that. We'll have a look in a moment. It's a standard biogas plant. Large silage clamp to the right hand side, you can see as we're driving up now. Shed space and buildings to our left. So we go back to our map, we're now down here, and again you can't purchase the land on its own. Sometimes you can with biogas plants. This one you have to get the biogas plant first, like so, and it is standard in, standard out, fairly straightforward. If we go back to our map, there we go, we own the land. Now this one I haven't tried. It does say productions, but I'm not sure. Let's see if it will remove it. It does remove it. Building as well, potentially. Let's get. What about this silage clamp? Okay, so we can remove all of them if you want to. So again, if you don't want your biogas plant here, or there's a particular biogas plant you prefer to use, you might want to use the modular ones, or again, plenty of scope, and it's nice and flat, so when you need to place new stuff down, you absolutely can. Which brings me on to the final sell point on the map, which is Feed and Grain South coming up. Large complex with a sell point on it. Now, this not being a production, you can't purchase this. But that's our Feed and Grain South. If we continue a bit further along, we come back to the track, you can just see over there, which takes us back up towards the farm. And that's the map. Simple Midwest by Tash. Have I mentioned I quite like it? I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.